Welcome to our community, Purple Feather Tarot. Thank you so much for being here with me, uncovering all the secrets of the stars. So, let's define the purpose of this deck. It's very important that you listen to this reading until the end, because within the collective energy, I don't know if this is your energy, but it is collective energy. There are many people who still have doubts about love, about their soulmate, about that special person. Therefore, the purpose we're going to declare with this reading is to bring absolute clarity to each of these energies. If any additional topics come up, such as money, spirituality, or family, we obviously won't dismiss the possibility of interpreting those messages. But of course, the purpose we are identifying at this point in your reading is love. First, let's pull some cards that relate to your energy, and then we'll develop your reading step by step. Connect with this deck, and let's begin. You have the card of the Emperor. When you carry this energy, it is a powerful energy. I feel that other people want to connect with you. I feel that others are desiring you, passionately, emotionally, and also romantically. You are going to receive a call soon, because there is someone who can no longer bear being away from you. Your energy is so strong that despite the distance, despite the silence, despite the fact that there is zero contact right now, this person feels you as if you were right next to them. Let's look a bit deeper into your energy. You have the card of the Hanged Man, so here the uncertainty or the silence is shared, because I clearly feel that your special person is thinking about you at this moment. But on your side, with the Hanged Man, I feel that you still have some doubts about what is going to happen. It's as if you are trying to move forward. You have energy. You have motivation. But there was a conversation that was left unfinished. There was a communication that was cut halfway, and now it feels like you want to finish talking to this person, because things are still not 100% clear. I feel that your desire to speak is just as strong as your person's desire to speak. So, let's clarify your situation a little more. You have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel that, in general, you are moving forward. With regard to the Knight of Pentacles, it may mean that you are moving slowly, and this may suggest that you are healing your heart. You are giving yourself a second chance, possibly giving love a new opportunity, or maybe giving a new person a chance. But the Knight of Pentacles always carries a very cautious energy. I feel you being quite careful, quite discreet. You may receive an invitation to go out, but perhaps your heart will say no, this is not the right moment, this is not the right place. Because I feel that, right now, the Knight of Pentacles can mean that you are still waiting for communication from this person, and until that happens, it's like you won't make any final decisions. Definitely, things are in a kind of standby state, but something is coming into your life that will allow this stagnation to break apart. You have the High Priestess. Looking at these two cards, the Emperor and the High Priestess, you currently carry a combination of energies. You might feel strong, you might feel organized and structured, but at the same time, deep down in your heart, you are a very sensitive person. In this moment, in fact, you might be thinking about your person, and when you think about her or him, they suddenly think about you too. Above all, this connection feels like a twin flame connection, almost telepathic. If your special person is a Pisces, or also a Taurus, because the signs of Taurus and Pisces are very sensitive, then here I am seeing a connection from heart to heart. I clearly feel distance, but the connection remains 100% uninterrupted. You also have the Tower card. So, it's as if you caused this separation. I don't know if you walked away. I don't know if you blocked people on social media, but the Tower, look, the Tower is necessary. This does not mean a breakup forever. It depends on your intentions, because maybe, yes, this moment of the Tower means that you are already walking away from your person, and there is no turning back. But in some cases, in a twin flame relationship, it is completely necessary for things that are outdated to fall apart. Maybe you and your special person had habits, some kind of routine that could no longer be sustained over time, and the Tower card arrives to throw the trash out, to take out the garbage, to remove the bad in order to begin a new stage of discovery and to start fresh, without any baggage or burden from the past. So, by clarifying your energy, I feel that obviously, as I said, you have power, transformation, and intuition. There may be a small delay, but now let's see what is happening with your person. Very well, let's look at what the energies of this person are, and then we will proceed to look at how the connection itself is doing, okay? Let's continue with the connection. Let's continue with the energy of your person in connection. They have the Ace of Wands. Here we see someone trying to rebuild their life from scratch. Very well. I feel that the breakup between you two was quite difficult, but maybe this person wants to give themselves a second chance. I'm not saying they're dating someone else or anything like that, but there is someone who wants a fresh start, or the Ace of Wands means that this person wants to start again with you from zero. Let's clarify a little more. The Chariot appears, which tells us that this person seems to be changing for you. You two definitely separated. You two definitely made a clean break. You don't talk anymore. You don't see each other, and now the Chariot represents this completely renewed version of your special person. Maybe you'll see them soon. Maybe there will be a physical change. Maybe they've gotten thinner because they've been working out. Maybe this person is changing the way they look. I feel like they're wearing a new perfume, but all of this, absolutely everything they're doing it for you, because they know they want to fight for you, and the next time they see you, they definitely want to surprise you. Very well, the Chariot also represents someone very attractive, not just in physical appearance but in the energy they radiate. I feel that your person's energy is very strong. Let's now look for emotional cards, to see if they're thinking of you or feeling you. Let's see what this is about. You have the Two of Pentacles. I already hinted at this. The Two of Pentacles is indecision. It's the situation this person finds themselves in, trying to move forward but something keeps pulling them back. In this case, it's the memory of you. When they remember you, they feel like they can't move forward. Right now, someone is deeply undecided. If you, as I mentioned earlier in your reading, are in the energy of the Hanged Man, know that it's not negative. The Hanged Man is about waiting. It's a moment where you say, I'm going to wait for this person. As I said before, you had the Emperor card, and you can wait without despair, from a position of power. I feel that could be your energy. You are waiting from a place of power, to see if this person returns. Now, the Two of Pentacles, from your person's perspective, represents a lot of indecision. They don't know whether to call you or not. They don't know whether to accept a proposal someone is making. They don't know whether to reconnect with you or not. In short, there is a lot of chaos. In fact, if you look at the background of the Two of Pentacles, the sea is not calm, and in tarot, the sea, the tides, or water always represent emotions. This person's emotions are definitely not calm. Let's continue with your reading. The Three of Pentacles appears. This person right now may be idealizing you. Maybe you made a very solid proposal to this person. Maybe you suggested buying a house, an apartment, moving in together. You offered them a team effort that they didn't accept at the time. Now they're going to say yes. Now they're going to tell you that they want to build that life together with you. I feel that this separation, or this distance, is making your special person question many things, because in the end, after so much loneliness, they are beginning to understand that no one else can offer what you were offering. I feel that the idea or plan you two had together is returning to their mind, though I don't know exactly what that plan was. As I said, it could be something like buying something together, going on vacation, and the next time you reconnect, they will tell you, now let's do that thing together. You also have the Seven of Wands. A lot of energy of conflict and struggle. I feel that you got tired of this person's argumentative attitude. Some days there was love, a lot of progress, and the next day there were fights and conflict. This could be like a roller coaster, like the tides of the sea, one day low, the next day high, another day in between. So there's a lot of spiritual work this person is trying to do, because it's very possible you were dealing with someone who hasn't been initiated, or someone who is extremely unconscious. I clearly feel this is someone who doesn't know how to reflect inwardly, who doesn't know how to meditate, who doesn't know how to truly look within and recognize their own problems. I see someone who wants to learn, but I don't know if this person is simply too immature, someone who's not ready, or someone who is finally realizing they might be ready to grow and improve. In all these cards, there's always a chance to reconnect. What I deeply feel right now is that someone wants to grow. Let's look at whether the two of you will grow side by side, together, because a reunion could definitely take place. So now we've clarified your position and your person's position. Let's now take a deeper look at the connection itself. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords. Nothing good comes from this card. Someone betrayed the relationship. Someone didn't tell the truth. You got tired, possibly of this person's lies, or maybe there were too many empty promises, and your heart ended up completely devastated by all the nonsense this person did or said. Still, in general, this may be the worst card in the entire tarot, but let's give it some context as always. This card says that regardless of what someone has done, they need, or at least they don't need but they deserve to explain themselves. Very well, so let's give this card a chance to explain itself. I don't know if this applies to your relationship. You may need to give your person at least the chance to explain, and then you can pass judgment, decide if what they did was right or wrong, and whether or not they deserve a second chance. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles makes me feel a lot of busyness. I don't know if someone wasn't giving you time or was too focused on work, but what I sense intuitively from these two cards is that someone's eyes were wandering toward a temptation, or they were being distracted by someone else. I don't know if, in your relationship, a third person got involved, and someone was idolizing someone they shouldn't have. Let's look a bit further into what this is about. The Three of Wands. Yes, someone wanted to take off. Someone had a superiority complex, and suddenly, when they connected with another person, they wanted to leave you, they wanted to try something new, but I feel that they didn't have good luck. These cards are starting to make a lot of sense, because someone tried their luck with someone else and ended up completely shattered. So I feel that the Ten of Swords may be referring to your person and not to your energy, because here there's someone who started with a fantasy and ended up with a heart 100% broken. Someone had a dream and ended up in a very bad place. You also have the Eight of Cups. This energy feels like yours. I feel that you are walking away. Right now, I sense that you often give a lot of chances, and in this case, I feel you gave many opportunities, but the Eight of Cups always represents that moment when you say enough, no more, this is it. My heart has been completely trampled. I need to recover my self-esteem. I need to reclaim my self-love. I need to restore my pride, because someone ran over me like a train, like you were hit very hard by a person who truly did a lot of harm. So the Eight of Cups represents a process of seeking. I even feel that the Eight of Cups is a step before the energy of the Hermit. You might be pulling away. You may decide to block this person completely from social media, because they have nothing good to offer you. I'm a bit concerned about the energy of the connection itself, because very intense cards are appearing, the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups, as if there were a distance that, in some cases, might be a bit inevitable, especially because of all the pain you've experienced and the temptation your person may have fallen into, and because they turned their back on you. The Three of Wands here means they weren't looking at you, they turned their back on you. So let's look further, because the Eight of Cups is like that energy of burning the boats, burning the ships, and saying there's no turning back. In fact, there's a song, I don't know if you know it, it's called Pensamiento y Palabra. It's originally, I believe, in salsa rhythm, but if you don't like salsa, you can simply look up the lyrics. Search for it as Pensamiento y Palabra Letra, and it's about someone who's just waiting for one last excuse or one final heartbreak in order to walk away forever. Maybe your energy is like that right now, looking for one last justification, one last wound to close this very complicated connection. Continuing with your energy, you also have the Queen of Cups. Well, the Queen of Cups is an energy of regeneration, an energy of healing, and I feel that you are entering a very favorable period, because after so much karma, after so much suffering, after such a long Calvary, now you have an opportunity to reconnect with what truly matters to you. I feel that a lot of peace, balance, and healing energy is coming. I feel you truly deserve a second chance to connect with someone who truly values your heart. The Queen of Cups is, in general, one of the most sensitive individuals in the entire tarot, and in terms of your body, she represents your heart chakra. I don't know if you've been feeling palpitations, or a kind of pain or pressure in your chest lately, and maybe you tend to think it's a physical issue, but it could also be a physiological reaction caused by all the emotional pain you've endured in recent years. The positive side of this energy is that it brings a lot of energy of release, of acceptance, and forgiveness. I feel these are the three components your reading is recommending at this time: accept, let go, and forgive. So I feel this part of your reading speaks a lot about your energy, about opportunities coming into your life, and about a rebirth of your emotions, a rebirth of your feelings, and I truly feel that you are going to reach a space where you will feel very comfortable, very at peace. So that is the energy I can sense for today regarding love and your special person. I hope this information has been useful to you. If you enjoy this type of reading about love, money, or spirituality, or any other type of reading I'm doing, I invite you to click the like button. You can also subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all the readings I'm posting and uploading here. I also thank you for being here, and that's all for today. I wish you an excellent day, full of blessings, full of good energy, and I'm sure we'll see each other again in your next reading.